All right, first things first. New background? Good? Yeah? Yay? I'm still figuring out the color balance and whatnot. Hopefully, this is good enough. I have no idea. Um, but I just want to get your thoughts if you like this idea or not. We have some different colors too to play with, but I just start with this one. So, anyway, we're doing Reddit reply today, but we have to start with kind of a big one right away. This came out and somebody asked, so Tonee Tales deleted all of his content, or at least he made it all private. Does anyone know about this? I knew he was slowing down because he's a father now, but taking down all of his content seems worrying. I hope he's okay. So first thing we have to mention is that Tonee is okay. He actually messaged our Discord and wrote this, and I'll leave this up here, but I'll read it to you because I know it's a little fuzzy because it's hard to screenshot Discord. But Tonee wrote, because a bunch of us reached out to him, says, thank you to those who reached out to see how I was doing. I apologize for my swift and unannounced departure. The decision to retire for YouTube, at least for a while, was a difficult one to make and something I had been contemplating for months. I love my time on the platform and being able to provide value and entertainment to the Marvel Champions community. It is difficult to leave something you put so much time and effort into, but I know it's the right decision. I continue making content for a month after my son was born, even more than what I posted. My Rogue and Gambit videos were complete. But when I retreated into my office to make videos, I felt like I was stealing time away from my own life. Still, this was an incredibly difficult decision. So why did I unlist my videos? To truly move on from YouTube, again, at least for a while, I felt I needed space. It's like moving on from a difficult breakup. Seeing kind comments continue to come in after I had already made my decision kept drawing me back in. Sorry, Tonee, that might have been for me. I'm an all in or all out type of person. So a clear disconnect felt required. At some point, I may relist my videos and may continue making content consistently or occasionally, but for now, I must step away. The community of great content creators has made the decision easier. I know the Champions audience is in great hands. Now it is time to enjoy the community from the other side as a player and as a consumer, at least for now. And you know, obviously, Tonee's got to do what he's got to do. I 100% get that. I'm the same exact way. I'm kind of an all in or not guy, and especially when you have your first child and just recently been born and you're a new father and you're figuring everything out, and then to also have kind of the weight and pressure of the community on you. And I know no one gave him like pressure or gave him a hard time or anything like that, but as a content creator, there is a pressure you put upon yourself, right? How can I do better? How can I make better videos? How can I make content that's actually resonating with people? So I personally loved all of his content. It's absolutely fantastic and amazing stuff. Of course I'm sad to see him go, but I completely understand it, and I hope he takes all the time he needs. I hope he eventually comes back, and I'm excited for if and when that time comes. But I know a lot of people are worrying about him. I saw a lot of threads about it, which is really cool. That just shows how great this community is. That Tonee can make such an impact on so many people, which is fantastic. But just wanted to kind of give a short little update that he is okay, everything's okay. But I like I said, I get it, being all in or not. Kind of you have to prioritize your life, and family comes first. So anyway, he's okay. So next up, somebody brought this up, which I thought was kind of funny, which was the cost of everything in the game. So they had a random curiosity and decided to see how much it would cost to buy this entire game with all expansions as of February 9th from Game Nerds, assuming it was all in stock. I calculated around $718 without tax. Core plus 5 expansions, 29 hero packs, and 5 villains. So I share for any of those curious. Did I miss anything? So I hope my wife isn't listening. That's what I wish I would have spent on this game. Because the truth is, I spent a lot closer to probably double that because of sleeves and tokens, right? And play mats and boxes. And I think that's everything. But all this stuff adds up so much. So when people always talk about like, what kind of cost goes into this game and everything, yes, there is a game cost. But if you're like me and you like accessories, now I know not everyone does, but realistically, now thinking about it, I probably spent as much in accessories and sleeves and mats. And I think that's it, as much as the game, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's kind of crazy. This is kind of crazy. They figured it all out and priced everything out. So. Okay, so the Mark 5 armors card says I can get plus 6 hit points. Do I add them to my counter straight away, or does it just change my max HP and I have to use recover to get to that point? It's always an interesting question because yes, so you get your 6 hit points right away. And the important thing to note is that you lose 6 hit points if it goes away. And this is important because if you get something that removes your upgrades, right? I'm trying to think of the card that does it. I can't remember off the top of my head. And I could picture the artwork too, like Caught Off Guard. I think it is Caught Off Guard. But regardless, if you get that card and it's the only upgrade you have and you remove it and you only have 6 life left, then you lose, right? Like, so it's always a kind of an interesting thing to keep in mind that yes, it gives you extra life, but you have to be cognizant of like what cards are left out there in the encounter deck, how much HP you have, and if you lost those plus whatever hit point cards, what's going to happen, right? What's going to happen? So that's always an interesting one to bring up because I know a lot of people always wonder, like, do you heal right away or not? You do. All right, so this person wants some advice about skipping some packs, right? Skipping some hero packs and stuff. And it's kind of an interesting question because for me, I'm just like I go all in, right? Like I buy everything that there is, and they're looking to take a break for looking to take a break for a bit, and now my kids want to play. Or I'm sorry, they did take a break for a bit. I had bought all the new X-Men stuff, and now I want to catch up on the stuff I missed in the middle cycle. Guardians, Spider stuff, mainly. The problem is my count is I'm missing 17 expansions, so I had to skip a few packs. I appreciate your thoughts. So they have listed the ones that they would possibly skip, which is the Hood, Ironheart, Spider-Ham, Valkyrie, Spider, War Machine, Nebula, and Nova. I know some people might suggest Guardians might most wanted is a skip, but my kids and I want Rocket and Groot to buy for us, which makes sense, right? They're pretty popular. The problem is for this this particular one, if you're doing Guardians Most Wanted, I almost feel like you have to go all in on that, right? You have to make sure that you get all that stuff. So like even Nebula, I guess they listed most of the stuff. But like if whatever big box you get, I feel like you kind of have to get the packs that support it. It still kind of works that way, it seems. I know most people would be like, hey, get rid of Valk. But there are cards that help Thor. And besides the Asgard cards, I feel like there's some other decent cards in there that are worth getting. Like Limitless Stamina and whatnot. I think that's in there. But there's a few cards that are in there. I know most people skip Spider Ham. Probably makes sense. It's almost like you want to say get rid of the champions because it's such a small group that's an easy thing to skip on. War Machine, I would skip on. I don't think is that great. The Hood, I really liked the Hood when it came out. And it's one of those things where, like, it's cool, and I'm happy I have Standard 2, but I still don't play Standard 2 that much. I should. I for sure should, but I just don't. I don't know why. So the Hood's always a weird one for me because I want to play more of the Hood, but it just never seems quite like worth it to me. I don't know. And like all of his, because I'm so bad with modular sets as well that I don't mix and match enough that like that part of it's lost on me too. So it kind of stinks. I like the Hood. I feel like it's a good buy for somebody like me, but it's one of those things I would probably skip. So anyway, I'm a big Spider-Verse person, so I would get the Spiders. I like Ironheart and Nova a lot. And of course I like Valkyrie. But if other people are asking me, I don't know. Maybe I suggest it, maybe I don't. So anyway, let me know down in the comments your thoughts on what you would skip if you were that person. I'm always interested in hearing that. And yeah, basically, I just want to do a quick Reddit reply, but as well, just kind of give the update on Tonee because I know a lot of people are worrying about that. So anyway, appreciate you all hanging out. Appreciate being here, and I will see you all next time. And let me know about this. Is this good? No, yes. Just let me know that in the comments. See you next time.